Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about genes, meaning the genes we inherit from our parents. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard people say things like, my mother has Alzheimer's, so I'm sure I'm doomed to the same fate, or my father has heart disease, so I'm bound to get it too. But genes are not our fate. And you don't have to listen to me. Listen to what Dr. Craig Venter has to say about it. He is the scientist who first mapped the human genome. And I quote, "Everybody talks about the genes that they receive from their mother and father for this trait or the other, but in reality, those genes have very little impact on life outcomes. Our biology is way too complicated for that and deals with hundreds of thousands of independent factors. Genes are absolutely not our fate. They can give us useful information about the increased risk of a disease, but in most cases they will not determine the actual cause of the disease or the actual incidence of somebody getting it." End quote. A gene must be turned on in order to have an effect, and a gene gets turned on or off by our aggregate experiences. What we eat, drink, say, feel, do, breathe, everything we do, every experience we have determines what genes get expressed. You know the age-old debate, nature versus nurture or genes versus environment? Well, that debate has swung sharply in favor of nurture. That is to say, our life experience is actually based much more on nurture than it is on nature. Our choices determine how that nature gets expressed. So choices really do matter. We inherit tendencies, but we behave our way in and out of what genes get expressed. We live our way in and out of many health tendencies. And our genetic code is not a fixed code. It's a flexible and changing set of instructions. So I really want us to get away from this notion that we're doomed to inherit our parents' diseases. Now, I don't mean to say that all of our parents are riddled with disease. I'm sure there are many healthy parents out there. But it's just this idea that we have control over our own health. And did you know that the risk of cancer is estimated to be based only 5 to 10% on inherited genes and 90 to 95% on lifestyle? And it's this notion that, this whole concept that genes are not your destiny, that can be really freeing and empowering for some people. With this video series, I really want to be able to convey the powerful impact that choices have on wellness or illness. That's all I'm going to say today about genes, but I hope you'll join me next time. I'm going to talk about constipation. This is a really serious chronic problem for so many people. I'm going to talk about what it is, why it's dangerous, and how to cure it. So I really hope you'll join me next time, and thanks again for being with me. Oh, and by the way, I am going to post everything I talk about in my videos on my blog, so if you want to reference that, you'll find a link to it in the description below. Thank you.